All right, everybody, we are live. Let's pop into the chat. Let's see what's going on. Welcome to Bitcoin Technical Analysis Coins. We're going to talk about what we should do. It is a tough situation today, I'll be honest, for an expert trader, beginner trader. I don't care who you are. Most people are on the fence. If you're watching technical analysis, you can see that everyone has somewhat of a different opinion today. All we can do is go over the facts, create a plan, and stick to the system, okay? Now, if you don't have a system, then the system will eat you alive, and the system is the trading system. So, like the ins and outs of stocks, that's its own system. If you don't, I kind of look at it like the water, right? The water is in a current, in a sound, or it's moving back and forth a lot. It's strong. Sometimes it goes one way, sometimes it goes the other. Now, if you're not a steady buoy in that system, you won't, recognize the system or the movement, because you won't be steady. If you're always going back and forth with the water, you won't be able to identify the actual currents. So in a metaphor, to speak as a buoy in water, you need to have a system inside of trading, because a system inside of trading will make you able to stay steadfast despite what's happening in the markets. I'd like to look at Atom, which is basically looking just like Bitcoin. A lot of them are looking like Bitcoin. All right, let's just get into the beast of the day. Let's look at Bitcoin. Now, as you can see here, this is a bull flag, the inverse of a bull flag. So when I see that, that's something I would trade. Bottom of the trend line. This tells me that it's time to short this, right? Because this is exactly like a bull flag, where we would go up and we would wait for it to break out, and then we would. So you want it to come out here, come down a little bit, but then you want it to come back to the trend line. So a good short would be at 98 right here. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm preparing for a short, because at this point, the trend is not your friend. The trend is in a downtrend. So we should use this downtrend to make money, okay? Most people think Bitcoin's going down, which also worries me. And as I showed you before, we did have that giant triangle, which I looked at on the daily. And if we look at it from here, if we just get our old workout, this is people's ideas. But if we look at this idea here, it's kind of like, this is still a very bullish pattern. When in doubt, zoom out. So this is a very bullish pattern still. We're still out of the triangle. We haven't broken back into the triangle. You could see us come back to the bottom of the trend line here at 4,700. And that would actually be nothing wrong with that. This would just be a pattern that broke back in and then could still break back out. I mean, we go from 1,200 to 96, that's 3,000. We can go to 9 to 6, and then 6 to bearish movements could bring us down into the 4,000 region. I'm not trying to claim to be extremely bearish right now. I am just saying bottom of this trend line is something to think about, right? Before we even get there, though, we need to hold this line at 8,200. So that will be a defined line here, this trend line. But right now, we are holding above the trend line, and we're holding above this cluster area here. So we do seem to support in this area between 9,900 and 10,000. And we tend to be kind of floating in between that region. Seems to be where we want to be. The daily MACD, as you can see, is really forming kind of done. Like, we're also low, very oversold here, as we were down here. So that technically was your buy, on the daily. We didn't get back down that low. You can see here was our super bottom. When we bottomed out there in the middle of the winter, that was the bottom. You can see clear bottom, rounded bottom too. People were talking about 1K Bitcoin back then. Tone vase, I think we're going to $1,000. Like, come on, man. I never even entertained that idea. I just felt like there was too many people that wanted to buy Bitcoin up. I just could not see it going to 1,000. But as a trader, you do need to be open to anything, and anything could be possible. Anyway, so let's get into the other ideas here. We have CHZ, chills, which I, oversold down here. And that's another thing to notice. Sometimes I thought, okay, always buy the dotted line. The price will never be lower, But if we look at the 4 hour here, we had our fall down right around here, which I thought was oversold, right? That was a buy. 17, you're getting chills at 1,000, and it went even further down below a cent to the 99. So even, see how the RSI is higher here, but the price is lower? And that's divergence. That actually is bullish divergence when the price is going down, but the RSI is going up, okay? Tells you that this trend should continue. And look, it happened there. We did get a spike up. It's just a very, very strange time period, because it's like you want to go in, but then you get a feeling of, you know, is this the right time? And for me, I'm still on the sidelines. I have to be honest to everybody here. Still on the sidelines. Like, I'm not, you know, what I did is I longed Doc. I longed Doc in this down here at 1.5 area. So I'm basically at break even with Doc right now, and I've been holding it for a few days. I bought these oversold regions. I mean, technically, you just have to be patient. But if you buy these oversold regions and you wait like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you should be fine, technically, you know. But so we go from there. So I like Doc. I'm looking at Doc, something on my radar. Now I wanted to get back into Polkadot, but you can see everything is just not in a bullish pattern. I can't identify a bullish pattern. If I do, it still look like here we're in a falling wedge. I don't have faith in the movements of these breakouts. I've lost a little faith in the bullish system at the moment, which is sad. So I kind of have to wait for it to reset. And either I'm going to reverse the bullish system and turn it into a bearish system and begin to short. And I'm on the verge. I'm on the verge of, do we short? Do we start shorting as a group here? Or do we hold this trend line? And that's where I really need to see if Bitcoin is going to fall below that 98, 9600 region. If then we're going to 8800. Let me just show you guys exactly. We'll break it down. We'll break Bitcoin down exactly for what it is here. And the BitMEX perpetual swap contract, it has a lot. It basically gives you a lot more information of Bitcoin. But we're just going to look at Bitcoin kind of like we've never seen it before. We're going to start fresh with the technical analysis and try to reset our brains. So we got a bottom here. And this is how I trade. Is the first thing I do is I look at the price action and I find support and resistance lines. Okay, hit that like button, everyone that's here, please. It really helps more people join. And then more people join, there's more questions, more comments. We learn more. Our entire community grows. It really, really helps out the channel. If you hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. It takes 1 second. Think about it. I wake up, I have a microphone, I have an audio interface, I have a computer I built, I have, you know, lights, a webcam. I then also program OBS Labs. I then connect that to another system for the background, the cameras. I then create a YouTube channel, logos. If you think of all the things I created just to be here right now, you hitting the like button is just so small and so easy, and it would mean a lot. All right, so now we look at our support, and you're going to learn a lot from my channel. I'm going to give you 110%. So we see our support and resistance lines, okay? And now let's get into the 4 hour and just try to get a little nitty gritty here. Now we do see we saw this curve up here, and we had our MACD cross, and it led to consolidation, no pump at all. So anyone would have thought, oh wow, I think, and when I was watching this, I said, you know, that makes me want to trade Bitcoin. Really low on the MACD, low on the RSI, blue line about to cross the red line, and it came, and even here, where pink usually starts the beginning of a move, we're still seeing down. And then here, when the cross occurred, we didn't get much. I mean, fine, 99 up to 10.4. So we got that little move, 10.38, 10.400. But it wasn't the move above 10.500 that we needed. And now you can see where previous support and resistance are. So there's our big line in the sand here. Keep looking at this region, and you can see, look, we hit it here, we hit it here, we hit it there, we hit it there, we hit it there, we hit it there, we hit it there. Yeah, fake breakout resumes drop, but then it didn't. It kept going up. See, even master traders were a little off. Was checking on Sherlock just now. Same exact thing happened in the last presale I joined. All the presale bot is basically dump and destroy your project in its infancy to make a quick dollar. Yeah, but that will happen. But I do think Lock will explode in the next coming weeks / months. No, Lock is huge. Well, the thing is, I mean, if you were in the presale, you got Lock from 0.0009 to 0.0012, right? Can you see the price of Lock right now? Is it on CoinGecko? Is there a way to find out the actual price of Lock? We need that CoinGecko listing. You know, I don't think it's on there yet. It's so early. Lock trip. No, Lock trade. How are you finding the price of Lock at the very moment? Is it just Uniswap? Is that the only thing you're doing with the contract? 66 cents on the Uni interface. Okay. Yeah, yesterday I put out a video. We were pushing the Lock token. It's live on Uni. Yeah, it went live about, I think, 7 o'clock yesterday. Let's just check out its Etherscan. So if you guys are just getting in to Uniswap and everything, you go to Etherscan, try to type in the name or the address of a token. And if you're not sure of the address, there, I have it here on my Telegram. Telegram is amazing. I have a Telegram channel. The link is in the description below. It's Crypto Lifer, so let me know. So we're just going to go to the Sherlock group here. And the Sherlock group, basically, what is the Sherlock token and what's going on with it? Well, the Sherlock token basically is going to audit all these other new Uniswap and coins that are coming out. So it basically gives you a little more security when you're doing all these transactions and you're looking for your next coin, you know. So here's the token contract right there on Etherscan. And then boom. See, it doesn't give you the actual price yet. Boom. Let me go to Uniswap. See, it's weird. I've installed MetaMask already, but the Brave browser just isn't connecting it. And I'm not sure why. So Lock, we're gonna add that Lock token. Boom. So how much is the Lock token right now? It is 0.002 ETH per Lock. So think about that. I mean, if you got into Lock at 0.009, okay, that was like the pricing. You already made some money on your Lock tokens, right? Close to a double up, and actually close to 300%. So there's a big move there. It shows you that it does pay to be in the beginning of these. It connects my MetaMask every time. I added Meta to my extensions. On your Brave browser, on your Chrome browser though, it connects to MetaMask on my Chrome, but not on my Brave. What's up, Tiago? How you feeling, my friend? Yeah, so I don't see that happening on the Brave browser, right? Yeah, Chrome. It works for me on Chrome. It's not working on Brave. See, here's my guy. Boom. So, so that's pretty cool though. So you get 499 Lock per ETH. What's up, fam? So did you get the price of Lock? We can just get the price of ETH. So we're gonna go for Ethereum on CoinMarketCap, right? I just wanted to show you guys, like yesterday, had you watched my video and got into the Lock contract at like 5 p.m., you would have made some money. So I just want to show you the information. I'm not gonna put something out there it's gonna hurt you. I'm gonna go out of my way to try to, to make sure that it's the most legit project possible, right? So Ethereum at $335.75, which is not bad, honestly, with the carnage, in my opinion. And then we're gonna look at the Lock token here on Uniswap. You can get 499. So divide that by, right, 499.88. So you get a 67-cent Lock token. And yesterday, right, let's think, it was 0.02 ETH right now. And yesterday you could have got it for 0.0009. Okay. So had you been one of the first people to get in, right, you would have had the 335 times 0.0009, 30-cent token, right? So you've already made 100% on this coin, all right? And it dipped a little bit. It dipped. It was actually probably sold immediately when it hit Uniswap. So anyway, how's the gas today? I haven't checked out on any gas, but we'll see what's happening. All right, we're getting back into XBT. So I just wanted to go over the lock token with you guys and explain it. I have a video on it if you would like to check my video I made yesterday, and now it is on Uniswap, ready to rock. So I was contacted by like the owner of Lock. Basically, we talked through a Telegram channel. I'm very deep in Telegram, so I'm going to be getting more of these projects. Maki is coming across my radar now. I don't think Maki Finance. Here it is right here. It's at 21 cents. It's up 129% today. It's just like sushi, right? In the last 24 hours, up 129%. People were telling me about it last night. I saw it in the Telegram channels. I did not make a move on it. I keep seeing these things in the Telegram channels, and everyone's like, it's going to fly, it's going to fly. And it's like, it is very risky because, number one, it's like not like it's on an exchange. I don't have a stop loss. I have to look more into how, like, once you buy a coin on Uniswap, it's kind of just floating in a wallet. And it's like you better be ready to sell it or move it, and it's very hard. It's not easy, and it's a new space for me. I'm still trying to understand it and grasp it. But it's sad because I keep seeing a little bit of an idea, and then boom, look, 24 hours later, 129%. 1 hour, it's up 36%. Will this keep going? There's probably a chance it will. So Unitrade is something on the radar as well. Unilayer, Iost, look, up 20%, making big moves back to 6.3. This thing was all the way down, very, very low. 24 hours is up 20%. Iost is a big coin of mine. I love Iost. They're basically, you can send Iost with a username. You're not going to have to use like a long convoluted address. So already it's going to be easy to onboard for most people. Number two, it uses JavaScript and other things that make it easier for people that understand other languages and computer to interact. Iost will, once it starts to make its move, I think it will farly surpass all the other projects in a very quick time. Get your hands on some Iost today. If you don't, you will be upset. I'm telling you right now, if you watch my channel, I am a huge Iost fan. I think it is the sleeper coin. Remember, it's DeFi at only half a cent, half a penny, guys. But Bitcoin's making it tough. I was accumulating Iost from 5.7 and 6.2, and I had a stop loss all the way at like 5.5. It didn't touch it for 2.5 months, and then of course when Bitcoin did its big tank, it did stop me out of my Iost. I had $4,000 of Iost that I was up about $1,000 at the most, $1,200 at the most. But it was a long-term hold that I kept trying to hold and hold and hold and hold. And despite whatever Bitcoin went up or down, it didn't bother me. And I kind of just was like, whatever. But that's why I'm skeptical now. I'm a little skeptical today because it's like these plans that you put in place for months and have them set up, and then Bitcoin destroys them. And it's hard. It's hard to midterm hold. It's hard to scalp. It's hard to make a trade. So at this point, look, YFFI taking a beating, 37.50. Wow, it just absolutely crashed to zero. So this is one of the yield farming things. I threw 2 ETH in there, try to figure it out when it was back in somewhere in the ones. They're not tracking this well. It must have been even before here. Oh, this is in it. This is something else. So thank God. All right, I'm gonna delete that right now. I was like, wow, YFFI went to 3.7. No. Let's where YFFI is. I think it did go down like 50% though. Yeah, it's $66. It peaked up here at $433. So I got in at 160 and went to 430. So definitely made a nice, like, almost 200% on YFFI. So you do have to, I mean, these go up quick. You got to get out of them pretty fast. So we're still holding a lot of Tether. I'm waiting on a move. I'm still in Cosmos. I'm still in Doc. I have some one. I got nulls on the very low, 29, 28 cents. ICX right now is a good chance. Went to 40. It's down to 10 to 70. It's down to 40 cents. I'm holding this P network, PNT. It was something else, but they changed the name. Holochain is just like something I put $100 in at like 5 Satoshi. It's one of the lowest coins I've ever seen. So if it even moves up to 10 or 20 Satoshi, it's going to 400x. Chills, Selfkey, Syndicator Tron, VeChain, Balancer, Serum, Augur, NKM, Kava, Polkadot, Iost, Av, Band Protocol, and Swipe. I think if you have these in your list of coins, you're gonna do well in the bull market. Yeah, Cosmos is going to rebound very hard. I mean, when Cosmos makes moves, it makes moves. We all know that. I love trading at them. I've been in and out of it many times in the last year. We are pink. The blue line is curving up on the daily, which is a good sign. Will we break back out of these messy patterns? Don't see my bullish patterns. Remember, my checklist is bullish pattern. Then I go from there. I don't see my bullish patterns off the jump. So now, my suggestion right now is to pick a coin you really like and begin to accumulate it. That's what I think is the best idea today. And like Iost, you want 5K of Iost today, buy $1,000 of it. If it goes down even a little more, you know what? You'll be okay. Bitcoin on the daily is looking strong. It's looking like this MACD has kind of had its time. And it's looking like this line may hold. Be really interesting to see Bitcoin not drop to 8,800 like everyone wants. What I think is they should wick down and then come back up, because they're going to want to shake out all those shorters. There's no way they're going to leave that money on the table. They're going to take that short money. I don't see why they wouldn't, right? Again, though, line in the sand here. So this is the region we really need to watch. We also have the 200-day moving average right here. Seems to be holding. But we do have this cross here with the 21-day. If this keeps coming, when this white line keeps heading down, that will be bearish as well. So we're going to watch this white line. It's crossing the 50 right now. If it goes to the 80, to the 100, and the 200, it's not good. Here's the last time we had the cross, is when we went all the way down. Oof. 3,800, man. Can you believe that? I still can't believe that when I'm looking at that. So, again, here's another time we had a cross, but look, it only crossed one, lipped up, but then it did cross both, and we had a nice drop back to 7,600. So this white line, when it begins to cross these lines, you definitely want to pay attention. And it can be an indication, because it crosses each line first, like it crosses the red line. And what are these? These are my moving averages. If you want to set these up, hit the setting. If you want to set these up, you go up here to indicator. No. You know what it is? This is so big that it's, let me zoom back in. Yeah. So what we want to do is you want to grab an indicator here. And you can go to your indicators and add any indicator you want. Right here. And I would type in 5MA. Okay? And you hit this. It's starred inlander. And you boom. You add 5MA. But then you go to the settings here. And these are the colors I like to use. So inputs. So MA, first one is the 200, then the 100, the 80, the 50, and the 21. And we're the ones who actually input these. And then we actually color them. So I know that the 21 is white, right? The 50 is red, the 80 is pink, the 100 is blue or purple. I'm slightly colorblind, so I get these colors mixed. And then yellow is 100. Is the 200-day moving average. If you would like to set it up, that's how I explained it there. So we really want to wait. If this curls and then we see it going towards this line, that is a bearish tones. We do see hidden bullish divergence though. We have a swing low here on the price with a swing low here. Okay. And then we have a swing low here to a swing low there. And that tells me that the price will continue. We also have a MACD cross really kind of pending. So for the daily, I'd be willing to long Bitcoin if I could see this white line turn up. The 12-hour, we do also see the hidden bullish divergence about to play out. We see the blue line curving. We're in the pink. So this tells me, but again, on the 12-hour, we already had this 21-day moving average cross everything, right? And here again, look, right when it crossed all four, it was right before we had our big drop. So look, the white line crossed the red, then it crossed the pink, then it crossed the blue, and then it was sitting here. And right when it crossed the yellow, death cross. Boom. Look. Right? So the last time on the 12-hour that the white line crossed the yellow line, we then came back above it. We moved up. We got very close here, but it didn't occur. And then it spread into a nice bullish sequence. And here's where so look, before this move even began, right now on the 12-hour, if you were watching at 11,600, the white line crossed the blue line. That was our first indication that things were getting bearish, okay? And look, the trend isn't... Oh, that's so cool.
I made it.
That's so cool.
And those are the buttons.
Summer.
And that's the control panel.
Yeah. The control panel for your robot?
And that's the on.
I'm gonna have to get you coding, man, and we're gonna code robots together. I'm gonna get you into the next level, right? So yeah, that's huge right now. We can kind of backtest this idea and look at Bitcoin here. Anytime that white line first crossed the red line, that was an indication that things were becoming bearish. Okay, right here too. Now we're through 3 of them, and as you can see, we're through 3 of them. Then we went through them. Then we went through. I don't know. This keeps coming down, guys. Yeah, so let's really watch this. I'll put this up on my Twitter, and this is definitely, we need this white line to turn away like it did right around here. Here it broke through all of them, but it just didn't want to cross the 200. If that can happen, this will be confirmed as huge support, and we can continue this bull run in the manner in which we were moving. So we really need to watch this here. This is my line in the sand. Okay? Huge. All right. Now, again, the title of the video, most crucial signs for Bitcoin. Of course, I wrote sings because I move too fast in the morning. Okay, so the most crucial signs for Bitcoin, what to watch. So we went over what to watch, right? We answered that question. We looked at it in multiple time frames. Let's go to the 1 hour just to josh ourselves, see what's going on. It says we're in the we may set up for a nice little pump back up to the same region. We might just keep moving. We're ranging though, and we're ranging out of a fall down. So that is a bear flag, and it's not good. Okay, so we don't have a lot of bullish ideas at the very moment. Yeah. Yeah, it's not making me want to jump on anything. And then it's sad because I wanted to accumulate more Iost at a lower price, but then Iost is the only one that kind of made this quick boom up. Like kind of backdoored us all. Went all the way. Wow, went all the way to 7. I can't believe that because that was like high for it considerably. See if its highest point here was 7.7. Even here, I held it for months. That pisses me off because I held that for months to get from 5.7 all the way up to like 8.78, and then I could have just bought it on the 6th and be basically right back where I was in 2 days. So in 2 days, I could have the accumulation that it took me 2 months. That's frustrating. I'll be honest. If that's not frustrating, that is frustrating, guys. So even someone who's experienced as me, I deal with the frustration a lot, 6 people, really appreciate it. Please hit the like button. Every one of you here, think about it. I wake up every morning. I have a microphone, a amp. I got cameras. I created a logo. I make sure I'm here every day at 9:30. Use my voice, my back. I sit in a chair. But I'm just going over the things that it takes for me to get here. And all you have to do is hit the like button. It would make my day. It would really, really appreciate it. Just hit the like button so more people can see it, with the YouTube algorithms, and this channel can grow. And I can get somewhere, and you can get somewhere, and then more people join the channel. It's just a simple, honorable thing to do is hit that like button. If you're watching, I'd really appreciate it. I like LTO as well as an accumulation. It seems to be really holding support here. As you can see, it loves this region. This is its accumulation region for LTO. This is a coin that really doesn't stop. It's been very bullish. It will be very good to you. It's been very good to me. So LTO is just definitely something you want to look at. It's sitting at support here. If we draw a Fibonacci retracement on it, that's kind of where it's sitting. It is in the 618 and the 0.5 fib area. So you can see I could go up here a little bit, but it doesn't coincide. I think they were taking a different bottom. I think their local bottom was, let's say, the algos must be trading off this right here. Yeah, there it is. Boom. And you can see breaking through this 382, the 0.5, into the 618, and then down into this region on the 706. This is a secret fib that was taught to me by Jacob Canfield. Bro, I got into Iost yesterday morning, but Bitcoin scared me, so I sold. So pissed. Damn, dude. Damn. See, this is what I'm saying, man. Bitcoin throws off a lot of trades. You weren't the only one that probably did that. But whatever. Did you make money? Don't be pissed. Did you make money? If you made anything over $2, it was a win because you didn't lose. All right. I push that on my subscribers and followers all the time. Like not losing is as good as a win, man. Thank you for hitting that like button. I can see that jumped up. Really, really appreciate it. It means the world to me. I notice every little thing. And soon I'm going to be a multimillionaire, billionaire, guys. A billionaire. It's going to happen. So wouldn't you want to know that I remembered you hitting that like button? You never know where I'm going to go in life or who I'll become. And you don't know who I know right now. You have no idea who I really know or what's coming for this channel. So just look at HOT up 20%. We're just talking about hot coin, man. Holochain or whatever. But this is my sleeper coin. Who knew it would be going up today, up 20%? Pretty funny. It's the winner in my thing. Sand making moves. Let's look at Sand. I basically have a double bottom here. I started looking at Sand this morning, and it caught my eye. It's in this really strange pattern here. I'm checking on the 4-hour. But it is a double bottom. Clearly, you can see. They don't have to be perfect. But you can see, and Bitcoin definitely dragged that double bottom lower than it probably wanted to go. Then it tried to break out, in my opinion, came back, rode the trend line, which we could expand it a little bit, but it didn't. And now it's continuing its breakout. It was up 5%, then dropped to 2%, and I got out. Then it went up 15% in the next hour. Crazy, man. Right? So I'm looking at Sand. If it breaks out, I have a target. How did I get this target? Is you take your W and try to get somewhere in between both of these. And then usually the W's come back to the middle and you get that target. And that's where I got this target here of at about 11 cents for Sand, which would be 164% gains coming out of Sand. And I actually see that happening. How many people own this to sell it off, right? Now Bitcoin goes to 88, they'll sell it off again. But there's a few coins that I think even if Bitcoin starts to tank, people are just going to say, you know what? Like, why does every coin have to tank just because Bitcoin's tanking? In my opinion, that doesn't make any sense. And it's not something that I think eventually we're going to have a decoupling. Eventually, some coins and projects are going to be so strong and they're going to make such a difference in the world. What does it matter what Bitcoin does, right? It's sad that we're all attached to this BTC, but the idea is like, come on, man. Nimic. This is something that a huge run up, and now look at it on the radar, guys. Look at Nimic. September, it's supposed to have a lot of news, big run up for Nimic. It's on the 786, a 78% retrace from the highs. And now it's consolidating even with a double bottom here. Put this on your radar. NIMIC. Look at this. I don't think it's on Binance though. It's on KuCoin. I don't think it's on Binance right now. But look at that. Double bottoming. May want to get your hands on some NIMIC right now. This is good, man. I'm starting to get bullish again. I can hear it in my voice, right? So that's good. These are good signs for the market, for us all. We do see the MACD cross kind of ending here too on the 4-hour with a curve. This is very bullish for NIMIC. Also was previous resistance, became support here on the 706. So we have confluence, right? And what's confluence? Confluence is when multiple oscillators tell you the same thing. When you can bounce ideas off two different areas and they both give you the same outcome, right? So we have a falling wedge off of the 786. Just take our local target, which would be the base of the wedge out of the end. And then even the top of the W would give us to the 382. So I would be looking to take profits on the 382 and the 0.5. Okay, I would be using these Fibonacci's to trade with the algos to take my profits. NIMIC up 155%. Purchase here at 3.7. Very, very tight stop loss below the trend line, which could easily get hit. See, this is the issue now. You set up all these bullish moves and Bitcoin just starts dipping and you get stopped out. You get stopped out. You get stopped out. So then you say, no, I'm going to go for a bigger stop, which breaks the rules of my system because you're risking too much. And then Bitcoin comes down and you get stopped. And then you start losing money. So that's why I am still very cautious with these setups. But NIMIC is on my radar. It has all the setups that we like. It has a bullish pattern. It has a double bottom. It's on proper support with support and resistance. It's on proper support with the Fibonacci. We also have a MACD cross coming with the green. And we're setting up for more bullish patterns on the RSI with higher lows on our way to 50. So very interesting, very interesting. Tron making its move. Tron was a lover of mine. I had Tron back in the day at like 4 or 5 cents. Sold it around 18. I'll never forget the day I watched Tron go all the way up to 27 cents in about 5-6 hours. It was insane. Let's take a look at Tron. This is the USDT pair. Okay. A lot of these coins look very similar. Huge run-ups, huge retraces, right? So when you see this, the first thing you should be doing, my friends, is pulling a Fibonacci retracement. Okay? So some people go with the body, some people go with the wicks. It changes as you move with this. I kind of like this right here. So we bounce back down to the 786. Again, a 78% retrace. Came back, formed a higher low. This is now forming an uptrend. So the trend is your friend till it's not, right? I would wait for this MACD on the 4-hour to make its move, curve back up. Tron may come up, come back down to the trend line, and you get back in around 3-4. Definitely something worth accumulating right now. Tron has a lot of news. You have a lot of Tether on Tron, right? So you have Tether tokens on Tron, which is TRC20, right? Instead of ERC20, I believe. And so that's something that Tron has for it. It's also with Just Swap. More people are using Tron, less fees than Ethereum, and they could be getting into DEXs, all sorts of things. It also has more dApps. If you want to know more about Tron, you could check out Toucan Air and Trevon James. He is basically probably one of the biggest Tron guys in all of YouTube, and he will explain how to use Tron. He makes like passive income on Tron. You know, he stakes it. He has it, he's in all these he's in all these weird dApps, but Tron has a lot of dApps. So very interesting. What price did you get in at? What price did you take Tron at? So I like Tron right now. It is in an uptrend, right? Here it's kind of the beginning of an up. Look, here's a downtrend, and then look, you had your higher high, and then look how the trend begins. So this is a new trend, and look, it's beginning in a different place. We started here. We don't see any divergence though. Higher lows on the RSI. And definitely we had a head and shoulders, head, even a double top. So let's look at it on the 1 hour just to kind of get more of an idea of where it's going. This says it's going to keep following this trend line. It's going to curl down MACD. Looking healthy, looking very healthy. It's got its own kind of energy going for it right now, right? That's not connected to Bitcoin. So we could see something happen with that. On the 30-minute, it's about to break out. It just kind of keep doing its thing. So kind of a mini head and shoulders there, but just a kind of a push up. So it had a nice boom last night. Let's see those gains that it made in an hour. It made 10%. Gave it all back though. Probably when Bitcoin dumped this morning, right? So it kind of moved up with the Bitcoin and then took it back down, but it does have this trend line. Something to watch. Let's look at it on the daily. On the daily, wow, we have a double top on the RSI, which kind of already fell down. So we felt that pain, which is okay. I like that. We do see the MACD kind of doing a weird little bend here, and it's high. When the MACD is this high, usually we do have a little more of a downturn, but we had this downturn. Now we're up again. Huh. See, I'm telling you, man, the charts are funky right now. The charts are very, very funky. The daily tells me that this is, look at the last time we had a curve happening on the daily. We went all the way from 3 all the way back down to 2-1, right? And now look, we have it coming here again after a nice huge run up. Tron really just did its thing. Like, you really wanted it in Tron on the 28th of August. Wow, went all the way to 5 cents. Hadn't been there in a long time. Look, I mean, Tron 5 cents. We're talking 2018 of June, right? And look at the giant double bottom though. Wow, giant double bottom. Just take a look at that. We take this, and that gives us our target of Tron. Is a bullish pattern. Started to play out here. And then we have a double bottom here too. So we have a double bottom and a double bottom and a double bottom. 7.5 cents for Tron. Yep. So 7.5 cents for Tron is the double bottom target on the daily. So that's when we zoom out. Look at it on the 3-day. Try to get even more of an idea. It's very similar to going, but it is exhausted. Could get back to oversold again for the 3rd time, but look, twice it's oversold. Huh. So I'm getting mixed signals from different time frames, right? If we stick to the 4-hour, we do have this base that we formed. Here's a double bottom as well, and you can see you take the base of the W, you go to the boom, it hit an exact target. So that was kind of the double bottom target as well, which is interesting how they play out. So that was its line, and it also coincides with this line here. You can see resistance, resistance, resistance. So we see resistance in this area. So we have resistance here, we have support here. Does Tron range? And we don't want to see it break this trend line. So here it is. If Tron breaks this trend line right here at 3.3, it's possible that it's going bearish or accumulating down below the 786. So we really want to watch Tron right now and make sure that it holds the trend line and begins its move up. So you should redraw these exactly how I have them on the 4-hour. It says we have some more room to grow, but yeah, I can't make this trade right now on Tron. It just doesn't. I don't know, man. I do see a cup. I do see kind of a cup here. Okay. And then we have our handle. Cup and handle. It's a very bullish pattern for a huge breakout. Usually begins a parabolic move. It's hard to place, man. Hard to place right now. You know why? Is I trade with such an edge that I can't see the edge right now. And because I can't see the edge, I don't feel the need to trade, because I just don't see why. My brain system, I have a system in my brain saying, well, how is this system going to work out? And I can't give my brain all the checklist that it wants. And then my brain says, well, then why are you getting me into this trade? And then I say, well, then I can't get you into this trade. It's like, I really have to tell you guys, I'm not trading. I'm holding Atom that I bought, and I'm holding Doc. And that's it. And I'm holding some, and I'm holding some Tether, you know? So, and I'm waiting for that right moment. And if Bitcoin breaks out, honestly, I need to see Bitcoin. I need to see all these moving averages back in line, like here. What, you know, white, red, pink, blue, yellow. Like, that's where you want to start buying Bitcoin when the trend is confirmed, right? Right now, we have a confirmed downtrend, right? We have a 21-day moving average below all the moving averages on the 4-hour. Right? Until this 21-day moving average begins to curl and begin to walk its way back across, like here, came down. Look, it starts to curl back, played games, curled across them all at once right here, and then boom. Let's look at Market Cipher. We'll see if we can get a little more information. If you know what Market Cipher is, congratulations. It is a cool little add-on from Crypto Face, if you want to check him out. And I'll do a video on this. I don't want to get you guys into it too deep right now. I just want to kind of glance over the information. And we will look at BLZ. Okay, so there is divergence right there. Bullish divergence. Okay. That's what this green line tells me. Look at the last time we had it. The price went up. Here's the last time we had it here. We do see a green dot right there, which represents a bottom, not a bottom, but a bottom. Like here, we had a green dot. Let's look at it on the daily. We do have a green dot on the daily right here. That's very, very strong. Here we have a green dot on the daily. Here we have a green dot on the daily. Longing these green dots has been advantageous. So, wow, that's just something to think about. Interesting. And we have a money line. How is the money line still thick on the daily? Saying that there's still money coming into Bitcoin. But then we had our dime. See, you buy in the green area. See, the green is this green money line, and then you sell in the red. See the red money line? You see it's this cloud above the blue. This green dot is the bottom. If I take you through all the bottom, like you bought here, you bought a very nice bottom. You bought here. It identified every low bottom pretty much. Wow. This is tough, man. I really just got to wait. This says we're kind of curving up here. We're in the pink. MACD is doing its thing. Stochastic RSI, very low, right? You bought down here last time. Boom. You bought down here last time. Boom. And look, we're down here again. Anytime you bought the stochastic RSI in this region, there was a win. That took a long time of consolidation. There was a little win. There was a little win. There's a little pop, but then you had to eat it. Here's a nice low one. You would have made this pump. That's an indication. Now, BLZ, it had big news today, right? Which you know it's going to get sold off. Like someone today said, oh, but the mainnet's on September 8th. And I said, yeah, that's when the price will go down. People are going to sell the mainnet. Like, that's what they do. That's what I did for years, right? If you don't know buy the rumor, sell the news, then you're getting hit. If you're buying the news, don't ever, just take my advice, guys. Don't ever go, hey, guy, don't ever tell yourself, oh, the mainnet comes on September 8th. I'll buy that day because it'll pump. No. Everyone already has it on a radar. And if they see September 8th, they're buying it on September 1st. Or even like me, October 21st. I front run mainnets by 2 to 3 weeks. Because then I know everyone else. I front run mainnets before people front run mainnets. because then I try to pick up on things someone's going to do before they pick up on it, right? So then I front run it, and then a bunch of other people start front running it. And then, as you can see, that creates my bags to pump. And then I get out a couple days before the main net with the smart money, and we all sell that down, while everyone who accumulated too late doesn't know what to do because it didn't go their way, and now they're stuck, right? So I would wait for this sell-off to happen, which I think it kind of did. There'd be some more stragglers kind of getting rid of their coins, and they realized that they messed up, and they didn't buy it at the right time. So, but that actually creates a buying opportunity for us.
Daddy, I have something to show you.
So 58% gains coming.
Daddy, my robot. I made it into a marching band robot.
That's so cool, Summer. Oh wow, he has little instruments now. Look at you.
Look on his head.
Oh wow. Does he have a little flower in his hair?
I couldn't get it on a panel, but it's okay.
It looks good.
Because robots don't have hair.
No. So this is a falling wedge, right? 68% chance for break to the upside. Let's forget about this V-shaped recovery, but that wasn't exact what it was. Look at that. Buy right here at 9 and sell at 15. I mean, there was gains happening, but you just had to be like the sharpest tool in the shed, or you had to have the balls of steel. I bought some of these on these drops, but I just bought CHZ or, and BLZ was on my radar. It's like you buy one of the wrong coins. It just is what it is. So we see volume coming down as the price is going down, which tells us there is a trend reversal. Look at the last time we had the volume falling down as we were here. Boom, right? Here's another time the volume coming down. Boom. So on the 4 hour, now we have more information. I used to barely be able to see this in the 4 hour. But here we have a very similar move. Okay. Kind of here. Again, it is a downtrend. Bitcoin is sketchy. These are very risky trades. I have to say that out loud right now. Okay. The moment to buy was below the dotted line, right? You bought in at 9.8, you'd still be up. Still be up well. We do have this line here, which you can see we have support. Came down into support, broke through, came out, bounced off support, bounced off support, bounced off support, bounced off support, bounced off support here. So wow, 11.7 we have just identified as strong support. Look there, 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 and there 5 times. Let's also pull a Fibonacci so we can get some confluence. You guys are learning? That's the point. Yeah, I mean, an 88% retracement. I mean, you can't, like, it really doesn't get any worse than that, right? It went down 80% of its value. Like, who's going to sell off more than that? Tells me that this is definitely something to accumulate. I like BLZ. I think it's going to be a big winner. It has some deals with PlayStation in the works, some rumors. It's got a lot going on. So it's in a bull flag here on the RSI. So this has an identifiable bullish pattern, so we can checklist it off. It has nice support here, so we can checklist that off. And it's in a bull flag on the RSI, which would break back up here into the 70s. And we see the blue line curving, and the red kind of doesn't seem to be too strong. We are below the equator as well, which is a great place to be on the MACD. This is a trade I might actually take. I have to be honest. This is a trade, and I've also seen this react completely blind to Bitcoin. When this coin pumped up pretty hard like that, Bitcoin wasn't doing that. Bitcoin didn't V-shape recovery like this coin did. It was just the people that said, you know what, okay, everyone sold off, but this has mainnet and other stuff coming. So this was the mainnet. See what I'm saying, guys? So I can show you the visual representation of buying and selling the news. So people got ready. Oh, on the 8th, there's going to be some news. So people were accumulating here for the news. I was playing this wedge to break out for this news on the 8th. And that's on August 22nd. So smart traders are 2 weeks, 3 weeks ahead of the news. And we're accumulating. And then as new traders figure out the news and start buying into the news way too late, they start pumping the price for us. And we start getting out about a week before the news. This is kind of even like what would have happened. Now we tanked. The tank almost helped And then the guys who already sold and said, wait, this tank could actually accumulate a bust up into the news again. You can see how that worked. And then we V-shaped recovery up. And then whoever got those gains said, you know what? It's going to get sold off before the news. And we're already at September 4th. Honestly, once I'm 4 days into news, I start getting nervous. And I know the price is going to go down. So this is definitely something to keep on the radar. BLZ. I like BLZ a lot. I'm in Tron and BLZ. Watching extra close here. Yeah, so I like BLZ. I may enter BLZ. I can't believe I'm saying that. Hasn't been a trade that I like recently, but I'm telling you, we do have this volume falling, which tells me that the trend will reverse. Okay, it's telling me that there's not a lot of people wanting to sell this. It's over. Like, where are they going to get the volume from? They just all of a sudden going to get a huge spike in sell volume? I don't. That would be odd and strange, right? All right, I may take a nibble. You know what? Take a $1,400 nibble on BLZ right now. It's the bottom of the trend line, holding support. Fell through and came back up. You know, I'd wait for this line to turn pink here. I'm gonna watch this, honestly. When I see a pink bar on BLZ, I think I'm gonna make a buy in it on the bottom, an aggressive buy on the bottom of this trend line. So that's my idea for BLZ. It's basically my trade of the day. I want balancer back too, man. They all made that V-shaped recovery. Boom right here. And the boom back up. Let's look at Doc. Doc made a little recovery here from this long wick that it wicked down. But they're all kind of doing the same thing. We do have a double bottom on the RSI. Let's look at Doc's retracement, because Doc has a mainnet September 30th. So this is where you want to start playing a mainnet. I just want to put that in your, and that's off the 706, the Seeker Fib, 70% retracement. So here's the deal, guys. Doc has mainnet on September 30th. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to use that information and start front running the mainnet today, right? So today would be a great day to start accumulating Doc. It could go back to its all-time high here at 3.5 cents from 1.5 cents. Boom, 100% gains coming out of Doc into the mainnet. Of course, if Bitcoin decides to tank, we'll see. And but crypto market sentiment unchanged. Tether and Tron won the week. The combining moving 7-day average crypto market sentiment score. Cent score for the top 10 coins by market capitalization recovered very little over the course of the past week. It went up 5.48 seen last week to 5.55 recorded today, according to the crypto market sentiment analysis Omenix. Though the change was minor, a minor one, the majority of coins are green this time around compared to the all red picture we saw a week ago. This comes in spite of a drop in the market, with Bitcoin dropping to USD $10,000 level. But so we're going to see that both of these coins are still the only two positive zones in the week. Fell in a 20% trading mode. Ethereum, for example, fell 20% in a week, trading below 350. Two in the positive zone this week, and that is, which belongs to Tether. Meanwhile, the most coins have grades between 5.1 and 5.10. There's also a coin below the score of 5 for the first time in 6 weeks. And like 6 weeks ago, that one coin is Bitcoin Cash, which dropped 10% in 7 days to a score of 4.5. This also has the highest drop by far among the 4 red coins, with Chainlink, Iost, Litecoin falling between 2.5 and 1%. And I just look at coin market cap, try to see what's basically, the top 10. So in the last hour, Bitcoin has recovered 1%, Ethereum up 2%, Tether 0, hopefully stay there. XRP up 1% at 23. XRP, the banker's coin. Bitcoin Cash 1.6%. Chainlink 2.4%. Polkadot up 2.5%. 436. Binance Coin at 22.83. Bitcoin SV. Litecoin at number 10. Crypto.com. Iost. Tron up 12% in the last 24 hours. Up 9% in the last week. So Tron holding gains for the last week. One of the only few coins up for the week in 7 days. ABBC coin is high. ZB token, Tron. Let's look at Zcash. One thing I want to say is they're having a halving coming up. Right? Zcash halving. That's something I just want to put on your radar. So Zcash begins its operations 2000. Zcash founders, October 2020. The problem is that the halving of Zcash, which will bring block rewards to 6.25 Zcash, is expected on October. With its founders' reward will expire due to part of the uncertain market in 2019, which already had dilution. The Zcash Foundation and therefore committed to finding a solution, but there's time. So this is a halving though. Just put it on your radar. Zcash is having a halving, okay? So just something you want to know about because halvings tend to pump these coins. And this Zcash is ZXZC. Or ZEC, Zcash. So here's Zcash. Yeah. $60. So just put that on your radar. They're having a halving. Could start to pump the price into October. Can almost pull this off. See, everything is just out of a pattern. Fell out of the pattern, you know. Got to see them pull themselves back into the pattern and remove. Like BLZ pulled itself back into the pattern. Let me just show you that. Like, that's something you want to see. Look, it fell out, but it brought itself back to the trend line and then remained in the trend. Very important. Look, we do have our pink bar for BLZ 11.9. I think it's time. I think the sell-off occurred, and I think this is a good bar right now with the pink curving up. It's very interesting. I'm thinking of taking a nibble on BLZ. It's the only trade that looks somewhat spicy to me. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have a lot of news. I want you to check out the lock video that I put out yesterday. It's super awesome. Did lock change in price at all while we were watching this? It'd be kind of interesting to see. On Uniswap. Yeah, look. It's up. It's now up another 10% because now you have to pay 2.2. Look, lock is moving, man. Now it's 2.2. I think this project is going to be huge, man. I'm going to swap this ETH for lock right now. Why not? If I can get so lucky. Swap. Make sure that you got to really make sure you're on the wallet immediately. I found out because if you don't like confirm the swap fast, price movement. So here you got to go to your settings, 0.05%, and decline the transaction after 5 minutes. Increasing your slippage tolerance to 1%. It could be because I just don't have the gas. The gas fees are out of control lately, guys. Yeah, you really want to get these on pre-sale, which I could have yesterday, honestly. Like, that was the whole point. Is the guy contacts you through Telegram, tells you to buy them on the pre-sale. Wow, so that's not happening, huh? So I could go up to 2% on the slippage. That's whack, right? Who wants to be down 2% immediately? Wow. Or maybe you can only do an ETH at a time. What is the fee? Market price and maybe you can't even buy that little bit. Damn, man. Wow. Yeah, see, I really don't like the Uniswap feel. I don't like the Uniswap feel, man. I don't. It's just not. It's not my thing, right? Like, it's you're battling with the fees and just it's kind of corny, man. Swap. Do a price movement or a fee on transfer. Try increasing your slippage. Like 5%. That's what someone said to do. And it's like, that's crazy, man. I have to do 5%. Look at that. That's the only time it will go through. So I have to lose 5% immediately. You don't have enough ETH to cover the miner fee. Deposit at least 0.006. Alright. So it was the slippage, guys. So look, I need 0.006. So if I change this to a 2, or just get rid of it altogether, swap of it, confirm the swap, boom. And that's how you buy some lock. Alright. It'll pend. If it doesn't go through, it'll crash on me. But you gotta raise your slippage tolerance. It's just insane. You gotta overpay for anything on Uniswap. So you better hope at 10 bags or you're gonna get beat. And it's kind of how it is. So it's insane, man. This crypto market is insane. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Had a wonderful morning. We're getting through this together. I think we found a good trade, which is BLZ. Seems to be holding. We found support. We found a nice line on the Fibonacci for a great retracement. We also see a bullish pattern in the RSI. And you know what? This also has some great news and a great team behind it. So this is the deal, man. We'll see what happens. But yeah. Again, I'm taking nibbles, not big trades. Really, what are we watching for, guys? What did I leave you with? I hope I left you with something today. We're watching this 21-day moving average here on the daily. Right? And see how it's curving? Look, it's about to cross the red line now. No goo. No goo. If that keeps going and it heads to the next line and the next line and the next line. But look, we are running out on the MACD on this daily. And we do have hidden bullish divergence. See, we have a swing low here on the RSI to a swing low here. And we have a swing low here to a swing low here, which is higher. That tells me that the trend will continue. I actually may make a Bitcoin trade. You know why? Because the stop loss can be a lot lower. Like I could put a stop loss at 98 and still not lose a lot. That's why I like trading Bitcoin instead of altcoins sometimes in these times. I just try to scalp a couple hundred off Bitcoin. I get to feel like I'm in a trade. And then as things kind of balance out, like if I put 5K into Bitcoin right now and I put the stop loss at like, you know, I'd have to lose $1,000 to lose 500, and I could risk basically 3%, which is like 140 on $300, and no, 10% would be 500. 3% would be like 150. So I could risk 3% on this trade, get into Bitcoin at 121. It says that this blue line is about to cross on the daily, but here in the 4 hours says we have some more pain. So we're gonna come up, come back down, come up, come back down, and then boom out. The daily says we will break out of that pattern. So it's interesting to see. At one point, we will have a confirmed trend, and then we will be back in action. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, crypto is life. Any last things you want me to go over before I jump out? Twin Greenie, what's going on, man? Weed is live, shaking my head. Thank you so much for joining Twin Greenie. Everyone say hello to Twin Greenie. Give him a big shout out. He's new here. I really appreciate it. It's awesome to see someone and even to comment. Yes, it is, my friend. Yes, it is. Marijuana is being used for thousands of years. I was just watching a documentary about it yesterday, cultivating marijuana in the Bible. Trying to find references of marijuana in the Bible. It's very interesting. But cannabis was used in the Bible. Priests were, putting a bunch of things out. Priests were actually putting an anointed oil on their heads and bodies during a spiritual. And apparently cannabis was one of those herbs inside of that anointment. But hey, we'll go from there. Bitcoin coming back, man. Since we've been here, Bitcoin ranged from 99 all the way to 10.1. So we saw a little bit of a pump for Bitcoin. If we look at the 15-minute, boom, we boomed up nicely. Maybe we should just start scalping these. Like, look, buy on the blue, sell on the red, buy on the blue. And just, make these 15-minute scalps. Boom, boom, boop, boop. Well, let's look at the last 5 have we made. Look, we put 10 grand and we buy right here at 9,800. And then when we see the red line curving, we get out at like 10.1. So it's like a $400 move, almost 5%. So you make like, $500, right? It's not bad. And then right here we buy on the curve. And we got a 10.14, and we would sell somewhere at like 10.2. $200 moves. But I'm just saying, because it's so volatile, we just play these more short-term moves right now. Just something interesting. Like, we use the same system, but we use a short-term move. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, crypto is life. And if you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Thank you guys.